Today, we embark on a journey to explore a topic that lies at the heart of every thriving community: the crucial role of a mayor in shaping the destiny of our city. Joining us in this crucial conversation is a distinguished guest, a beacon of leadership, and a dedicated advocate for change. Mayoral candidate Shelley Berkley. Together, let us delve into the profound significance of strong mayoral leadership and the transformative power it holds in ensuring the well-being and prosperity of our beloved city. We will be diving into the world of Health Savings Account, or HSAs, a powerful tool for managing healthcare expenses and maximizing your savings. Whether you're new to HSA or looking to deepen your understanding, join us as we uncover the benefits, strategies, and key considerations for making the most of this valuable financial resource. Well, for my Healthy Senior segment, join us as we unlock the secrets to a peaceful night's rest and embark on a journey towards healthier, happier senior living. We're inviting all seniors to discover the heart of our community, the Humana Neighborhood Center. It's a place designed with you in mind, offering various activities, workshops, and classes that cater to your health, fitness, and social engagement needs. Whether you're looking to stay active, learn something new, or just connect with peers, the Humana Neighborhood Center is your go-to destination. Come, explore, and what Humana has to offer, where every visit is a step towards a healthier, more vibrant you. Join us and let's embrace a fuller, more connected life together by becoming a part of the Humana family. So, no matter what state you are from or what work you've done, you must transition to Medicare at a certain point in your life. Maria Cares has a mission to bring Medicare information right to your home. I'm your host, Maria Garcia, a licensed sales agent, always available to assist you with your Medicare and other senior concerns. We are broadcasting in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, a place you would like to be in, especially when you retire. Come on, let's join hands for better health.
One word to describe the Humana Neighborhood Center is home.
It's a safe place where people can come, learn some things, be with people their age, feel welcomed, and not only that, but just being around people that are having fun.
I think members come to the center first and foremost to have fun. I wish I was a member. This place makes members feel that they're being listened to.
The Humana Neighborhood Center provides to the people who come here with a feeling of welcome, definitely provides a place where they can find other people who relate to them.
It's a continuous relationship that grows. As we grow, they grow.
One of the best approaches or the best things that we do is human care. Human care is looking at you not just for your condition, but you as a person, you as a family member, you as a friend. It's looking at a whole person and all of their needs, socially, physically, mentally.
They chose the right people for this center because they exude interest in you and getting you to be interested in yourself.
Without the people, without the greeting, without the love, without the kindness, it won't mean anything. It's just a building.
My favorite part of working at Humana is just making sure that I leave feeling like I changed someone's life.
Knowing that they walk away happy is my favorite part.
I work here because I wanted to help people, and I felt like this was the biggest impact I could make. This place feels like home.
It's home.
Feels like home.
It's home for me.
When I walk through the door, I feel like I'm at home. I'm okay. I made it. I'm here. Let's do it.
Humanicare is human care.
Welcome to the future of senior care, where innovation meets compassion. Medicarians is the premier organization connecting the senior health, wealth, and age tech ecosystem. From April 8th to April 10th, the Fontainebleau Hotel in Las Vegas will be the epicenter of groundbreaking ideas and cutting-edge solutions for the senior care industry. This comprehensive event will feature multiple summits, tracks, and unparalleled networking opportunities, bringing together the brightest minds and leading companies in the field. Prepare to be inspired by notable speakers from renowned organizations like CMS, NABIP, Elevance Health, and Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The Agent Symposium will delve into critical topics such as drug pricing, partnership strategies, consumer trends, AI, and sales techniques. Arrive on April 7th and stay until April 11th to fully immerse yourself in pre-conference activities and after-hours networking events. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity to unlock the potential of the senior health, wealth, and age tech ecosystem. Join us at Medicarians Vegas 2024.
Recently, Shelley Berkley finished her tenure as the Senior Vice President of the Touro University System. Before this, she held the position of CEO and Senior Provost at the Touro University Western Division for a period of 8.5 years. Prior to joining Touro, Shirley served the state of Nevada in the United States House of Representatives from 1999 to 2013. She was the first woman to serve the district and held the position for 7 terms. During her 14 years in Congress, Shelley served on the Transportation Committee, Small Business Committee, Veterans Affairs Committee, Foreign Affairs Committee, and the powerful Ways and Means Committee, Health Care Subcommittee. Among Shelley's proudest accomplishment during her time in Congress was building the new Veterans Administration Medical Complex in the Southern Nevada to provide quality health care to the veterans in our community. Wow. She was a vocal supporter of providing more funding for graduate medical education residences and a local advocate for reforming our nation's healthcare system. A lot of achievements, Shelley. Shelley was also known as one of the strongest and most outspoken supporters of Israel in Congress. She left her mark on every resolution, legislation, committee markup, and floor debate affecting Israel and the Middle East. Shelley began her career in public service in 1983 as an assemblywoman in the Nevada State Legislature. Shelley worked to strengthen consumer protection laws and to crack down on drunk driving. She created the Senior Law Project and wrote the Lemon Law. Wow, very popular Lemon Law.
Yes.
Yeah, which protects new car owners from defective vehicles. Both programs continue to this day. Yes, very well. Shelley was appointed and twice elected to the Nevada State Board of Regents, which governs and sets policy for the Nevada state system of higher education, serving from 1990 to 1998. She served as vice chairperson and fought to keep tuition costs low and to create law school in UNLV. How about that? Prior to serving in Congress, Shelley was a practicing attorney. She was an attorney for the Nevada State Commerce Department, in-house counsel for Southwest Gas Corporation. and Vice President for Government and Legal Affairs for the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas. Shelley is married to Dr. Larry Hamer. How do you pronounce Helmer?
Lerner.
Or Lerner, rather. Lerner, a kidney specialist. Shelley is a proud mother of 2 sons, Max and attorney, and Sam Berkley, Territory Manager of Resort Spirits for Southern Wine and Spirits of Nevada, and 2 stepchildren, David, a specialist in information and technology, and Stephanie Lerner, what's a dentist?
No, she a DO, doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Oh,
She's a doctor.
Oh, doctor. So it's a primary care,
Right.
and a primary care physician. Well, Shelley was raised in Las Vegas. She attended John C. Fremont JHS Valley High School, and she was the first person in her family to go to college. She graduated from UNLV in 1973, where she was student body president. Without further ado, let's extend a warm welcome to our mayoral candidate, Shelley Berkley, whose commitment to serving the community embodies the spirit of true leadership. Hi, Shelley.
Maria, that is the most incredible introduction I've ever had.
Oh,
so thank you very much.
I hope I didn't miss anything.
You could not possibly have missed anything.
Yes, please say hi to our audience, and maybe you want to say something before we start.
Well, first I want to thank Maria for inviting me to come and speak
Shelley.
with you. The issues that we're going to be talking about, senior issues, healthcare issues, are very, very important to me. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here and look forward to our conversation.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you, Shelley.
My pleasure.
So let's start with the first question. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Shelley, with your extensive background in healthcare administration, particularly at Touro University, how do you plan to address the challenge of retaining doctors, graduates within Nevada, especially given the state's growing retiree population?
Well, Maria, this is a very complex issue, and as you probably know, and I'm sure the people listening also know, that we have a tremendous doctor shortage in the state of Nevada.
Yes,
we are approximately 2,000 doctors short of where we should be to totally take care of our population. And so running a medical school, I came to learn how important it was that we not only educate these future doctors, but we keep them in Nevada where we need them the most.
Yes.
Now, UNR graduates 60 future doctors every year. UNLV graduates 60 future doctors every year, and they hope to go up to 120. Roseman University is still trying to get accredited, and I think they're very close, so they can open a medical school. And of course, Touro University is the largest medical school in the state, and when I was there, we were graduating 180 future doctors every year. So if you add all of those up, in a few years, if all of our graduates from Nevada medical schools stay in Nevada, we would solve our doctor shortage. The problem we have is lack of residency programs, because I'm sure that you know, after 4 years of medical school, you still cannot practice medicine. You have 3 more years of graduate medical education, which is known as residency programs, where you have doctors that just graduated from medical school working in the hospitals. Nevada does not have enough residency programs, so it forces graduates of our medical schools to leave town because they absolutely have to in order to get their 3 years. If we had more residency programs in the state of Nevada, then we would be able to keep these doctors or these future doctors here in our own state, because we are the state that needs these young doctors more than any other. And the Nevada State Legislature and the governor's office, if the governor puts in in his budget that he gives to the legislature enough money to create residency programs, then we will have more of them. And we have been speaking with both the governor, many governors, Governor Sandoval, Governor Sisolak, and now Governor Lombardo. We've been talking to them about putting more money into graduate medical education so that these young medical school graduates can stay here, get their training, and interestingly enough, Maria, if national statistics show that that 70% of doctors end up practicing where they do their residency. So if they're here, chances are they're going to stay. If they go away, there's a 70% chance they're never coming back to Nevada. And it's understandable. They're at an age where they're getting married, having families, they become established in the medical profession in that particular city. And once you're established, you don't want to leave. And so it's important for our legislature and our governor to provide the fundings to create the residency programs to keep our young graduates here in Nevada to practice medicine. We need them. We need them. And that is a very strong and partial solution to our doctor shortage.
Thank you, Shelley. So now let's go to another question, Shelley.
Of course.
So you've been a strong advocate for healthcare throughout your career. So as a mayor, what measures will you implement to improve the healthcare access and quality for services for seniors in the community?
think I am committed to providing access to affordable health care for all of our fellow citizens, because even though it is a problem for older Americans, for seniors, it's a problem for all Nevadans, because again, we don't have enough doctors here. So the first thing we need to do is ensure that we educate enough young doctors and that we keep them here. That's number one. Number two, access to quality education is quality health care is very important. When you're thinking of relocating to a community, what are you interested in? A good education system for your kids and good health care for your families. And when I have people, friends of mine that are moving to Las Vegas, because eventually everybody's going to move to Las Vegas, it seems.
Especially when you become mayor.
Well, perhaps, but you know, once you retire, they want to come to a warm climate and get a more comfortable lifestyle. So a lot of older Americans are coming to Southern Nevada, and we have the fastest growing senior population in the United States. But when you relocate, you want to make sure that you can see a doctor. And so many of my friends who have relocated here, the first question they ask is, recommend a doctor for us. How can I get in to see a doctor? And in my family, both my husband and my stepdaughter are doctors, and yet it is still very difficult because of the number of patients that they have for a new person coming into Las Vegas to be able to find a doctor. So that's very, very important.
So, Shelley, can you share your vision on how to strengthen partnerships between educational institutions, healthcare facilities, and local government to bolster the healthcare workforce in Nevada?
Yes, actually, I know from my experience at Touro Medical School that we work very, very closely with the healthcare community. We have to, because as you probably know, the first 2 years you're in medical school, you're in class learning. But the second 2 years in medical school, you're out in the field on what we call rotations. And rotations are where you spend a month either in a doctor's office or a medical facility or someplace else that you're treating patients. And then after 4 years, 2 years in the classroom, 2 years out in the field, and then when you graduate, then you have 3 years of residency. So it's a very, very long process, and if you want to specialize after your 3 years of residency, then you have to spend at least 1 year, and sometimes 2, learning your particular specialty. cardiology,
Yes.
nephrology, which is kidneys. My husband's a kidney doctor. And so I know it takes a long time to become a doctor, but I know that the medical schools work very closely with the hospitals and other healthcare institutions throughout the state of Nevada to ensure that we are educating these young future doctors, and we are providing them with the opportunity to learn as they are getting educated, to be able to see have hands-on experience taking care of patients. And that's very, very important that they become part of the community, part of the healthcare community while they're still in school.
That's nice to know. So we go to the next question. How do you foresee the role of technology and innovation in healthcare playing out in your plans to keep medical graduates in Nevada and enhance senior healthcare services?
That you have hit on such an exciting time in the medical field. The technology has becoming so sophisticated that doctors are now, or medical students, are learning on state-of-the-art equipment. I know at Touro University we have it's not we anymore. I'm no longer there, but I still consider it my institution. We have the only certified simulation center in the entire state of Nevada. What a simulation center is you have state-of-the-art mannequins that are lifelike. They cry, they bleed, they have heart attacks, they give birth. Whatever you program these mannequins to do, they are able to do. And that gives our students hands-on training right when they're still in medical school, because the mannequins, they're very expensive. They're about $140,000 a piece. But you know, you have male mannequins and female mannequins and teenage mannequins and baby mannequins, and our students are training on this world-class technology so that they are better able, by the time they graduate, they know more than most doctors did 20 years ago or even 10 years ago, because this technology is so young. It's just quite amazing. Also, there are other types of technology now that, and I'll give you a perfect example, a handheld ultrasound machine. There were years ago, if you had an ultrasound machine, it was this big machine that you were inserted into. Now, with the same results, and especially when we were in the middle of COVID and we had a Touro, and I'm sure the other medical schools too, they had to teach virtually because you couldn't come into the building. And so we gave every one of our students a handheld ultrasound machine. So when they were being instructed, they were at home, not in the classroom, but they had the ultrasound machine and they were able to do all the examinations on themselves, which is fascinating. One of the students at Touro, while she had her handheld ultrasound machine, detected and discovered that she had a cancerous growth in her throat. So it was this technology that actually saved this student who had no idea that she had a cancerous growth in her throat. That's how sophisticated this technology is, and I suspect it will only become better and more technologically sophisticated as years go by.
So Shelley, what are the key challenges you anticipate in fulfilling the healthcare needs of Nevada's growing senior population, and how do you plan to overcome them?
Well, of course, the biggest, I think, hurdle to overcome is having enough doctors in the community. But there's other opportunities as well, because nurse practitioners don't need to be supervised by a doctor, and they could write prescriptions. And physician assistants, which is arguably the hottest profession in healthcare right now. Now, while they need supervision under Nevada state law, they have to be supervised by a physician. The fact is that our physician assistants are very qualified to see patients and to provide medical care. So I think when you think of healthcare and delivering healthcare services to not only older Americans, but to all people, you have other avenues with, you've got the physician, and we definitely have a physician shortage, but you could also go to a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant in order to have your health care needs met. And I can tell you, so many of my friends, they rather see the physician assistant than the doctor. They say, oh, I love my physician assistant. He or she does an absolutely great job. And so there are other avenues, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that we need to encourage people to stay in the state of Nevada to practice, and that means providing residency programs for graduating medical students.
Nice. So Shelley, in your experience at Touro University, what successful initiatives have you seen or implemented that you would like to expand or adapt at the city level to benefit healthcare provision, particularly for seniors?
Oh, this is a great question. I know Touro, and I expect the other medical schools as well, have partnerships with organizations throughout the community. I'll give you some examples. Touro students would go, it's called street medicine. They're not in an office, they go out to where the population is. And so Touro students were at Catholic Charities, Volunteers in Medicine, Shade Tree, which of course is a domestic abuse shelter. And Touro had 3 mobile clinics that could go anywhere, and we had a partnership with Nevada Hand, who of course builds and runs low-income housing for older Americans. There's assisted living and independent living facilities, and the Touro students would go in the mobile RVs that we had right over to the facility, and this way they could administer basic health care to the people that lived in the senior projects. And very important. And sometimes a senior just needs to talk to a doctor just to make sure that what they're doing for themselves is the right thing to do. Or, here, I'm taking all of these medicines. Are they good for me? Are they having a negative interaction with each other? Should I keep taking them? And here you have a young student, but with, of course, faculty supervision, under doctor supervision, speaking with with our older Americans and listening to what their issues are, their problems are, and giving them good, solid medical advice. I'd like to expand that because it works. It's also a bit of socialization. Sometimes older Americans tend to become isolated, and they don't have the social interaction that is so beneficial to human beings, because we're social people, you know? And so just having the opportunity to get out of their apartment, to go and go over to the mobile clinic where the students are and the faculty is, and talk to them and interact with them, sometimes is better than a tonic and better than any medicine you can give them.
True. Yeah, because they felt relieved when they...
And yes, and again, they might not have anything medically wrong at that moment, but sometimes just having human interaction with another human being makes a big difference to your psyche and your mental well-being.
So could you please elaborate on any existing or planned initiatives that focus specifically on senior healthcare that you aim to support or introduced as a mayor? So it's just like in addition to what you mentioned. Is there anything else?
What I would like to do is expand the mobile clinics that go out throughout the community,
yes.
servicing people that can't get out of their homes. And some people are stuck at home, for they don't have transportation or they're not well enough to go out. And I think if we can bring healthcare services directly to those people, it'd make a big difference. It'd keep them healthier, keep them happier, and keep them living longer. And I think that's very important. In addition to that, in a number of the wards in the city of Las Vegas, and there are 6 wards, there could be a program developed in conjunction with all the medical schools that they're providing services in different areas of the community. And I know with a mobile clinic, you can drive right up, you can be in a church parking lot, in a school parking lot, let the entire community know that on every Wednesday morning from 9 to 12, the medical van is going to be available with medical personnel. If you have an issue, come on over and somebody will see you. Now, if it's a serious problem, I am sure what they would do is refer you. You need to see your family physician and talk to them about this, or just, this is what you need to do. It's a flu season. You need a shot, or you need a COVID booster, or you just want to check your blood pressure, see how you're doing. These are things that the students with faculty supervision can do right on the spot. And I think that would be a tremendous benefit as well.
Nice. So given the financial constraint, many seniors face, how will your administration work to ensure that the healthcare services remain affordable and accessible to them? So it's just like what you mentioned, maybe you can add more.
Well, access to affordable health care is a very important issue for the entire nation.
It is, yeah.
And it's a federal issue. It's because seniors are on Medicare. That's how they can afford their health care, is through Medicare. It's a state issue. It's a local issue. And I think we all need to work together. No matter if you're a congresswoman, a governor, a mayor, we need to work together to ensure that the people that we all represent have access to affordable health care. And I think it's time that all the different jurisdictions, all the government entities work together on behalf of the people that we all represent. And I think that that's particularly true when it comes to seniors, because they do have difficulty accessing health care, and not only quality health care, but affordable health care too. Also, something else is important to remember, transportation. It doesn't make a difference if you have a doctor's appointment if you can't get to your doctor's appointment. So we need to make sure we've got a good transportation system that older Americans can access, because you can have the best doctor in the world. If you can't get to your appointment because you don't have transportation to get there, it doesn't matter much that the doctor is good or bad or otherwise. You can't get to see him. So these are issues that older Americans seem to have more than everybody else. But still, it's issues that everybody has.
Sure. So, Shelley, how do you plan to engage with the community, particularly senior citizens, to ensure their healthcare needs and concerns are heard and addressed effectively in your policies and initiatives?
Well, Maria,
I will apply.
Yes, you got it. It's great. I got it. Maria,
Yes.
and by the way, you speak a lot better in English than I would speak. So I'm good. I think you've done a remarkable job, honestly. This is such a great question, and I'll tell you why. When I served in Congress, and I was there for 7 terms, my office was very accessible to the public. I believe that public service means that you serve the public, not the other way around. I mean, you devote your life to helping the people that you represent. So my office created a number of advisory committees that met on a monthly basis. I had a Veterans Advisory Committee, a Senior Advisory Committee, Hispanic Advisory Committee, Asian Advisory Committee, African American Advisory Committee, Women's Advisory Committee. And once a month I would sit down and we would have a conversation. What you're out there, you know, what are your issues? What can I help you with? And we will do the same thing in the mayor's office. This way, I always know what's going on throughout the community, and with every interest group that calls Las Vegas home, they have an opportunity to talk with me, meet with me, and share with me what their challenges are. And I'll give you the perfect example of how this works, because this is the thing I'm most proud of. You know that beautiful VA hospital in North Las Vegas?
Yeah,
that was my proudest accomplishment.
Nice, yeah.
It started with the Veterans Advisory Committee, and a group of women vets came over to me after the meeting and said that they needed a mammogram machine because they didn't have one in the clinic, because in those days we didn't have the hospital, we just had a clinic. And they said it's so hard for them. They've got to go to the clinic, meet with the doctor tells them they need a mammogram, they have to go get a mammogram, then they've got to go back to the clinic in order to have the mammogram read by the doctor. And they said if we had a mammogram here in the clinic, then we would cut out all of these problems that we have. And so I said, you are absolutely right. So we worked very hard to get a mammogram. And then somebody said to me, you need to think bigger. You have hundreds of thousands of veterans in your congressional district, and we have no hospital. So it was a commitment that I made to the veterans that we would get a VA, full-service VA hospital right here in Southern Nevada, which we ultimately did. But it started with the suggestion of somebody at my Veterans Advisory Committee. So I know how valuable these committees are and how important it is to keep in touch with your constituents so you know what their needs are. And I intend to do the same thing as mayor.
Yeah, so Shelley, recognizing the significant role that healthcare infrastructure plays in community well-being, how would you plan to support or expand healthcare facilities to meet the needs of Nevada's growing population, especially elderly?
Well, you know, most of the hospitals here in Southern Nevada are private. Valley Hospital, Sunrise Hospital, and they're busy places. If you go to one of these hospitals, you know they're busy. Our public hospital is UMC, and I can tell you from personal experience, my stepson David had a catastrophic bicycle accident a year ago. And he was helicoptered. He was riding his bicycle in Red Rock Canyon, and he had, we don't know why, but he had a horrible accident. He was helicoptered to UMC trauma unit, where he was in a coma for quite a while. I'm very happy to say that he got the best possible care, and he is doing beautifully now. He's back to work, he's happy, he's healthy, he's riding his bicycle again, but I know that the quality of care at UMC was second to none. And it wasn't because people knew that he was my stepson, because we had different last names. And so he got the care. One of the executives at UMC saw me, because he was there for several weeks, sitting in the lobby, because you could only, if you're in the trauma care, only one visitor at a time. So I was sitting in the lobby. One of the executives walked by and saw me, and they said, and they asked me what I was doing there. I told them. They said, well, why didn't you tell us? I said, because we could not be getting better care And so it didn't matter who he was, it mattered that he was a patient at UMC, got very good care. What I would like to see is a children's hospital here in Southern Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
I think we are a large enough community to support that, and I'm sure the need is there. As a matter of fact, my other son needed a serious operation when he was a senior at Bonanza High School, and we had to go out of town. We went to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. It would have been so much easier on my family and on my son if we could have been home.
Sure.
But we had to go where the health facilities were located. So that's a commitment that I have of hoping that, to work on bringing a children's hospital to Southern Nevada.
It's nice to know. So, as we've journeyed through the heart and soul of what makes Shelley Berkley the leader of our city needs, it's clear her dedication to our well-being, her profound healthcare expertise, and her genuine passion for helping people set her apart. This is more than a campaign. It's a movement towards a healthier, more inclusive future. Thank you, Shelley. We appreciate you.
And Maria, I can't thank you enough. This has
it's
been
a
a
pleasure.
wonderful half hour with you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Nice to know our mayor.
Oh, thank all of you for tuning in. I appreciate it very much.
It's a pleasure, Shelley.
One word to describe the Humana Neighborhood Center is home.
It's a safe place where people can come, learn some things, be with people their age, feel welcomed, and not only that, but just being around people that are having fun.
I think members come to the center first and foremost to have fun. I wish I was a member. This place makes members feel that they're being listened to.
The Humana Neighborhood Center provides to the people who come here with a feeling of welcome, definitely provides a place where they can find other people who relate to them.
It's a continuous relationship that grows. As we grow, they grow.
One of the best approaches or the best things that we do is human care. Human care is looking at you not just for your condition, but you as a person, you as a family member, you as a friend. It's looking at a whole person and all of their needs, socially, physically, mentally.
They chose the right people for this center because they exude interest in you and getting you to be interested in yourself.
Without the people, without the greeting, without the love, without the kindness, it won't mean anything. It's just a building.
My favorite part of working at Humana is just making sure that I leave feeling like I changed someone's life.
Knowing that they walk away happy is my favorite part.
I work here because I wanted to help people, and I felt like this was the biggest impact I could make. This place feels like home.
It's home.
Feels like home.
Here, let's do it.
Humana Care is human care.
So now let's go to our Medicare Matters segment. A health savings account, HSA, is a type of savings account specially designed to help individuals with high deductible health plans save money for medical expenses. Here are detailed explanation on how HSAs work. Eligibility. Well, to open and contribute to an HSA, you must be enrolled in a qualified high deductible health plan, or we call it HDHP. High deductible health plans typically have their high deductibles and lower premiums compared to traditional health insurance plans. So this is happening now. The deductibles are too high. So but here's an example. Sarah is self-employed and purchases a high deductible health insurance plan with an annual deductible of $5,000 for herself and her family. Since her insurance plan meets the requirements of a high deductible health plan, she is eligible to open and contribute to an HSA. Next is contributions. You, your employer, or both can contribute to your HSA up to a certain limit set by the IRS each year. These contributions are tax deductible, meaning you can deduct them from your taxable income, reducing your overall tax liability. Let's go to tax advantages. Contributions to HSA are tax deductible, meaning they reduce your taxable income for the year. Additionally, any interest or investment earnings on the funds in your HSA grow tax-free. And when you withdraw the money from your HSA to pay your qualified medical expenses, those withdrawals are also tax-free. Well, let's say, for example, Emily contributes $3,000 to her HSA in a year. Since HSA contributions are tax deductible, she can deduct the $3,000 contribution from her taxable income when she files her taxes, reducing her overall liability for the year. Funds rollover. Unlike flexible spending accounts, which have use it or lose it, policy funds in an HSA roll over from year to year. This means you can accumulate savings in your HSA over time and use them for future medical expenses, even into retirement. Well, an example of this is David contributes $1,500 for his HSA in a year, but only uses $1,000 for medical expenses. The remaining $500 rolls over to the next year, allowing David to accumulate savings in his HSA for future medical expenses. So withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. You can use the funds in your HSA to pay for a wide range of qualified medical expenses, including doctor's visits, prescription, dental care, vision care, and certain over-the-counter medications. The IRS maintains a list of qualified medical expenses that are eligible for HSA funds. Well, an example of this is Amy visits the dentist for a routine cleaning and uses her HSA debit card to pay for the $200 bill. Since dental care is qualified medical expense, she can use the funds in her HSA to cover the cost. Portability. HSAs are owned by the individuals, so if you change jobs or health insurance plans, your HSA goes with you. You can continue to use the funds in your HSA for qualified medical expenses regardless of changes in your employment or insurance coverage. Well, an example of this is Mark changes jobs and switches health insurance plans. However, his HSA remains intact and he can continue to use the funds in his HSA for qualified medical expenses under his new insurance plan. Investment options. Some HSA's provider offers investment options once your account balance reaches a certain threshold. This allows you to potentially grow your savings even further by investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and other investment vehicles within your HSA. Well, for example, Lisa's HSA balance exceeds $2,000, so she has the option to invest a portion of her HSA funds in mutual funds offered by her HSA provider. Over time, she earns investment returns on her HSA investments, potentially growing her savings further. Retirement savings. HSA can also serve as a supplemental retirement savings vehicle. Once you turn 65, you can withdraw funds from your HSA for any reason without penalty. Though withdrawals from non-qualified medical expenses are of course subject to income tax. This makes HSAs a valuable tool for savings for healthcare costs in retirement. Well, an example of this is Michael turned 65 and is no longer eligible to contribute to HSA since he is enrolled in Medicare. However, he can still withdraw funds from his HSA for qualified medical expenses tax-free. If he chooses to withdraw funds from non-medical expenses, he will owe income tax on the withdrawals but no penalty. Well, overall, HSA offer individuals a tax advantage way to save from medical expenses both now and in the future, while providing flexibility, portability, and potential investment growth. However, it's important to carefully consider your healthcare needs and financial situation before opening and contributing to an HSA. Join us as we explore the science behind sleep, uncovering the hidden benefits of quality rest and the dangers of sleep deprivation. From improved function to boosted immunity, the benefits of a restful night extend far beyond mere rejuvenation. Please watch this video.
As we age, getting quality sleep becomes increasingly important for our overall health and well-being. A good night's rest is essential for seniors to maintain cognitive function, regulate blood sugar levels, alleviate arthritis symptoms, and boost the immune system. Sleep plays a vital role in our physical and mental health. During sleep, our bodies repair and rejuvenate, and our brains consolidate memories and clear out toxins. For seniors, adequate sleep is crucial for cognitive health, reducing the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. However, many older adults face challenges when it comes to sleep. Changes in sleep patterns, underlying health conditions, and medications can all contribute to sleep disturbances. To improve sleep quality, it's essential to establish a consistent sleep schedule and create a comfortable sleep environment. Engaging in relaxing activities before bedtime, such as reading or taking a warm bath, can also promote better sleep. Additionally, avoiding caffeine and alcohol close to bedtime and limiting screen time before bed can help seniors achieve a more restful night's sleep. If you or a loved one are experiencing persistent sleep problems, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider. They can help identify and address any underlying medical conditions that may be contributing to sleep disturbances. By prioritizing quality sleep, seniors can enhance their overall well-being and enjoy a better quality of life.
As we wrap up another insightful episode of Maria Care Senior Info Guide, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our mayoral candidate, Shelley Berkley, a true advocate for the well-being of our community. Your dedication to Las Vegas is truly inspiring, and we stand steady to support your candidacy as we work towards a healthier and more vibrant city. In today's episode, I was able to cover valuable topics like health savings accounts, empowering our senior to take control of their financial well-being. We also covered on our video, so we explored the importance of sleep for seniors, highlighting the profound impact restful nights can have on overall health and vitality. Maria Cares would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Humana, one of our major sponsors. Your unwavering support plays an essential role in our mission to provide valuable health and wellness information to our community. We believe deeply in Humana and its advocacy, recognizing the shared vision we hold in promoting health, well-being, and access to quality care for everyone. Thank you, Humana, for being an essential part of our journey and for helping us make a meaningful difference in people's lives. Your partnership is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to continuing our collaboration in fostering a healthier and more informed society. A heartfelt thank you to each of you and our valued viewers for joining us today's enlightening episode. I send all my love, hugs, and kisses to all my clients. Your well-being is the heart of everything we do at Maria Care's Senior Info Guide. And for those in search of dedicated, reliable agent to guide you in your Medicare journey, I'm here to light your way. Remember, knowledge is power, and by staying informed, we can all play a part in creating a healthier, more resilient community. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and always remember that Maria Cares always cares. Let's join hands for better health.